Hello, my name is Kumkum Gautam and welcome to the Learn Biology Online. We're gonna start our next phylum, that is Ctenophora. But for higher classes like masters, we included this phylum as a minor phyla. Okay, this is a body. This is an example of Ctenophora. So body is basically a jelly-like body they have. They have 8 complates. You can see there are 4 and 4 will be behind. So they are having a 8 complates and they contain two tentacles. So one tentacle and this is the second tentacle that bearing a number of cilia. Okay, here is a diagrammatic view of Hermifora. So as we know, they are having a gastrovascular cavity. Okay, this gastrovascular cavity function is, so gastro means that is related to digestion and the vascular that is related to circulation. So the gastrovascular cavity has a function in the digestion and in the vascular system. Now this gastrovascular cavity give rise to this mouth, and this is the pharynx region, and this is the stomach region, and that has been followed by the anal region. Okay, this is stomach and this is the anal region. Now the region which is towards the mouth we called oral surface, while those region which is towards the anal pore we call them aboral surface. This is a seal. This is a comb plates, that is formed by the fusion of cilia. These are the comb plates, or we call them swimming plates. Okay, or we call them swimming plates. These are the two tentacles. This is first and this is second, the two tentacles that bearing a number of cilia. Next thing is important is aboral sense organ, that is stetocyst. Stetocyst has a function in bringing the equilibrium of the body, so they can easily float in the water. They can not they basically swim by balancing their body. So stetocyst has a function in balancing the body, and this is enough. Now move to the theory. Give me a second so I can just, yeah. So they are exclusively marine. Exclusively marine means they are found only in marine water. Okay. They do not have any polyp stage. So in the coelentrates, they are having a polyp stage and the medusa stage, and these polyp and medusa stage are going for metagenesis. But in ctenophores, they do not have this polyp stage. So if there is no polyp stage, then there will be no metagenesis also. Only the medusa form is found, and as you know, these medusa are the umbrella shaped body that they have, and they are freely swim in the water. Okay, they are motile in nature. They found in individually, they found solitary or individually, and at a pelagic, that means on the seabed. They are transparent and they have a jelly like body also. Now the locomotion basically occur through the comb plates, and they are containing a 8 comb plates. This is very important. Now this comb plates is formed by the fusion of cilia. So the cilia will be fused and then these form a comb plate. This is important. The cilia fusion give rise to comb plates. Now they have tentacles. I told you they have tentacles, and sometimes some of the organisms do not have these tentacles. But if the organism containing a tentacles, so the number will be 2. Okay. If the tentacles are absent, then we call them nuda animals. Example like Biroy. Okay. So nuda animals example is Biroy. Move to the next point. Tentacles lacks cnidocytes. Cnidocytes are found in coelentrates, but in the ctenophores they have coloblast cells, or we called lasso cells. So do not confuse these lasso cell with a coelenterate lasso cell. This is a different. Okay. So these coloblast cell has a function to release some sticky secretion. This sticky secretion is required for capturing the prey. Okay, for capturing the prey. Now they have a gastrovascular cavity which is a branched. Branched means having a one mouth and two anal pores. Now gastrovascular cavity has a function in the digestion or in circulation. And they are diploblastic organisms. Diploblastic means they are having a two layers, that is epidermis and endodermis, with tissue level of organization. They are also showing a tissue level of organization. They contain a biradial symmetry. Now what is biradial symmetry? Biradial symmetry is a symmetry that can be divided equally into two halves into the two planes only. Okay, we can divide any organism into two halves at any two planes only. Okay, while in the radial symmetry we can cut any organism into many equal halves through many planes, but in biradial we can divide into by only two planes, and they are commonly called sea walnuts or comb jellies. Okay. Now respiration and the excretion occur through general body surface, as they do not have some special structure, special system for respiration and excretion. So they are respire and excrete through the general body surface. Now another phenomena that they have, that is bioluminescence. Okay, what is bioluminescence? Bioluminescence means production and emission of light by living organisms. So when they emit light, then we call bioluminescence phenomena. And this is basically with the help of protein, that is luciferin protein. This is the important protein. Okay. Now all hermaphrodites, so they all are hermaphrodites, showing a external fertilization. So fertilization is taking place in the water. They are showing a indirect development. So what is indirect development? When any larval stage are involved in the development, then we call them indirect development. And the larva that is involved is cydipid larva. Important. Now they have a stetocyst. I already told you this is a balancing organ which is found at aboral surface. Now the few example of ctenophores is cestum, that has a common name, that is venous girdle. Next is Hormifora, we call them sea walnuts. Hormifora, we call them sea walnuts. Plemobrachia, common name is sea gooseberry. Biroe, Biroe basically having a, also called, we call them nude animals. And next is Ctenoplana. So this is a very small phylum or a minor phyla, and today I'm gonna, I think this is enough for today's class, and I hope you like this class. So please subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you.